welcome back to the Walking Life Journey podcast, where we explore words that shape our lives, fuel our growth, and inspire us to become the best version of ourselves. I am Nikita White.
I'm Keandra White.
And I'm Lorenzo White.
And together we make the White family. For those that are listening to this podcast for the very first time, we want to say it is a pleasure to be surrounding you in your space. And those that continue to follow, like, comment, connect, and have a committed relationship with the WLJ community, we appreciate you more than words can explain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where can they find us?
Lowe's, Sam's, Home Depot, Carl's Jr. Burger on the third Thursday of the month.
Okay. Keandra, take us in.
Like always, you'll find us on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, and of course, you can see us on YouTube and TikTok.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, today's word is one that we all crave, fight for, and sometimes misunderstand. The word that we're going to be exploring today is freedom.
Freedom.
What does it really mean?
Talk to us. Talk to us.
What does it really mean to be free? Is it the absence of rules, the ability to do whatever we want, or is it something deeper, something internal? In today's episode, we're exploring what it truly means to live unchained, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. This isn't about politics or history. This is personal.
Okay.
This is personal.
It's personal.
Okay, all aspects.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am. Take us there.
Most people hear freedom. They think of rights, independence, maybe even rebellion. And that's fair. But true freedom isn't just the ability to choose. It's the power to choose who you want to be without fear, guilt, or chains from your past. What y'all got to say about freedom? Freedom. It's waking up with peace. In peace in your heart, not panic in your mind. It's being able to say no without explanation. That's right. No is a complete sentence. And yes, without hesitation.
Okay.
It's not always loud. Y'all, freedom is not always loud. It's quiet. It's not always flashy. It's steady. And it's something you carry, not just something you claim. Would y'all agree with me on freedom?
I definitely agree. It's really about waking up in the morning. To me, it's just choosing what I want to do for the day, choosing what I want to eat for breakfast, choosing how I want to show up for that day.
Okay.
Freedom. I'm going to think back just for a second to my childhood. And when I thought I was grown and I said I want to leave my mother's house because I want my own rules. I don't want your rules no more.
You just grown for real.
I want my own rules. But what I didn't understand, leaving her house, I really did move to another set of rules. But there was a balance that came with that called freedom. That freedom allowed me to decorate my house how I wanted to, wake up when I wanted to, do some of the things I wanted to. I didn't have a curfew of when I needed to be in the house, but I was able to go home when I felt like it was time to go home.
And at the same time, it's like you recreate your own rules. It might not be your mama's rules all the time, but you end up making your own rules even after you said, I want freedom.
So freedom can look different, but I want you to focus on some types of freedom that we're going to discuss today. Let's break it down. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Because freedom isn't just one thing. We're going to talk about mental freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom. Let's kick it off with mental freedom. Being free from overthinking, self-doubt, and imposter syndrome. I'm going to sit right there for a second. Imposter syndrome, meaning you're saying, I'm going to fake it till I make it. Nope. Take that out. I always tell people there's no such thing as fake it till you make it. I'm not going to fake it. I'm going to show up exactly who I am. And if I don't know how to do that job specifically, I'm going to learn it. And I may need your help. I may need your help.
Yeah, I love that. It's really about choosing your own thoughts and not letting those overtake you or choose how you're going to show up.
Mental freedom. I love it because I've been one of my trainers where in my organization, she says this and I hold on to it. My mind is made for creating, not for holding things.
Ooh.
And I love that because when my mind is clear, I'm a visionary anyways. So when my mind is just cluttered, I can't be my best self. But when that mind is clear, that mental freedom, I'll walk in a room and you're like, dang, where'd she come up with all these ideas?
Yeah.
They were like, did you take time off? No, I didn't take time off. I was just able to clear space in my mind because it's not necessarily meant for holding, it's for creating.
Yeah, I definitely like that because just take it to the physical, for example. When you walk into, say, for instance, if you're in a home that's cluttered, right?
Yes.
It's hard to be able to think. It's hard to be able to create. It's hard to be able to move. The different things that comes along with that mental clutter is almost a stumbling block to keep you from getting to, whatever it is where you wanted to be, whatever it is you wanted to create. So I definitely love that. You definitely have to have things in place or be able to clear out that stuff so that you can be the best version of yourself in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So, yeah, made for creating, not holding.
That's what it is. And I love that saying. I always tell her, now that's a tool I'm putting in my toolbox. So that's mental freedom.
Okay.
Our second type of freedom we're going to discuss is emotional freedom. Emotional freedom. Not being tied to past pain or needing constant validation. It's releasing people, pain, and the weight that doesn't serve your future. Emotional freedom. I find myself saying I'm an emotional person, which I am. But I've learned that showing emotions is not a weakness at all. It actually has been a superpower of mine because that emotional intelligence is something that everyone does not have, but I claim myself as I got it. I can walk in a room and we can feel the energy. You can be there for people and show them genuine love and support. So emotional freedom. Emotional freedom.
And it's also emotional freedom is really letting you, making sure like you have the right to express yourself. You don't have to hide your emotions and you have the right to feel how you feel. Like everyone has the right to feel how they feel and your feelings are valid.
And that's what I always, I like to talk about that at work. You guys, people just want to be heard. They're expressing to you how they feel. Now, are their feelings always correct? And that's the way you need to move?
True.
We'll see. But they're their feelings. And we have to take the time to listen to them.
Absolutely.
Validate that they've been heard.
Yeah, because it's definitely easy to devalue somebody and what they're saying, whether or not is, like you said before, whether or not it's right or wrong or that's the direction you should be able to or should go in. Just being able to get something out, maybe because I'm not always the best at expressing myself, right? I know in my mind what I'm trying to reach, but it may not relay that way or come across the way that it should. So just being able to speak my piece, you hear me out and take what you will from that, that's a win. As long as you don't come back at me crazy, that's a win in itself, just being able for somebody to actually get off their chest what they need to and say what they need to say. And not that person not feeling, like you said, bound up, like they can't express themselves.
Absolutely.
That can definitely go a long way.
I don't know why, but talking about emotional freedom immediately makes me think of Love Island because as chaotic as it is,
we can skip to the next episode.
I wanna hear
emotional
this.
as it is.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
We're looking at this situation like that is crazy, but watching them express how they feel and really just wanting, like you said, wanting to feel heard, even though they might have completely different ideas of how the situation is or completely different viewpoints, just allowing them to
I'm not going to
hear each other
devalue. I'm not
out
going to devalue what they trying to express.
and respect each other, even though not always, but that's what I just immediately thought of.
That's a good place to go because they're on this show. I don't watch it all the time,
Yeah,
but oh my gosh,
yeah,
there's two
you caught up,
people
though.
in my life
You caught
that
up.
watch it. I am not actually caught up. I'm on like episode 3, and they're probably on like episode 15. But they are actually living an emotional roller coaster
Yes.
in front of everybody. In front of everybody. So emotional freedom. Whoo, can you get there? That's number 2. Number 3, spiritual freedom.
Yes, sir.
Spiritual freedom, letting go of the need to earn grace. Because grace is given to me each and every day.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, preacher.
Grace is given to me every day
Thank
that
you.
my eyes have the opportunity to open. So I cannot earn grace from a human being. It's knowing that I'm already loved, worthy, and enough.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Grace and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life.
All the days, not just some. All the days.
Yes, sir. Spiritual freedom. Spiritual freedom. And honestly, I was just at an appointment and I was talking to, I was at an appointment and I was having a conversation and there's some big things that have been happening around us. And she was saying, I don't always believe in this. And I said, you know what? I think because of the big things that you're seeing happen right now in our community, it's giving you even more reasons to push away. And so when you're trying to lean and you're like, I believe in God, but I don't know if I trust the church. When you see things where we put men on pedestals, people on pedestals, humans on pedestals, and they fall, you don't lose your spiritual freedom in that. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Just know that you are not worshiping man. That's what you got to know. You got to know it. That's what I'm saying. And I think we've been seeing some things that has been a stumbling block for human beings.
Yeah, it definitely can shake your beliefs, but at the same time, is what are you, are you, putting that thing up on a pedestal, or are you putting him first?
And that's the thing. Especially if you're not, if you haven't been in your walk long, if you are a baby in your walk and you see this thing and
you
it
expect
falls,
certain things. Yeah, absolutely. You expect better out of people in certain positions and things like that. But one thing we always got to keep in mind, they're just what I said, people.
Yes, I love that.
We are all human. We have our own faults, and man, you pull the veil back on a lot of people's lives. You'll be surprised. You'll be like, oh my
You'll
goodness.
be shocked.
Yeah. So I'm saying all that to say, you can admire somebody, take from people what you need to, but just understand that they are people. The things that can build you, that you find useful, yeah, definitely gravitate towards that, grab that, put it in whatever in your toolbox that you spoke of earlier. But to actually elevate a person, they're people. People are people.
Absolutely. Spiritual freedom.
Okay.
Letting go of the need to earn grace. I'm going to say that again. Make sure. It's knowing you are already loved, worthy, and enough. Spiritual freedom.
Okay.
The next one, number 4. Y'all ready?
Say it.
Financial freedom.
Yes. Free me.
Having options, not just income.
Yes.
Having options,
There is a difference.
not just income.
Everyone wants the freedom to just be able to go to the store and not worrying about if they have it or not.
Talk to Amazon.
Just being able to enjoy the things you want, or get things you need without having to
Word.
worry and make sure it's there. So
Yeah.
Options, not just income. It's not about being rich. It's about having control, peace, and
Ooh.
choice.
yes.
I like that. Control, peace, and choice.
Control, peace, and choice.
Control over your urges.
Control.
Control over your urges to buy.
Financial freedom. I mean, honestly, think about that.
No, you're right.
In order to get financial freedom in your life, sometimes you got to look at your lifestyle and say, is this lining up to where I'm trying to get to? Is this lining up to where I'm trying to go?
Yeah.
I mean, I think about our own finances.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
sometimes I could spend money that probably don't need to be spent.
Yes, we can.
But in our house, we made a decision to do
Choice.
something different.
Choice.
And so we've been doing some things different. So it's
Right.
about control, peace, and choice.
Choice.
And the last one, you guys,
Choice. I like it.
time freedom. Time freedom. Owning your hours. Living a life aligned with your priorities and not someone else's. Own your time.
Yes.
Own your time. What you laughing about over there?
Say it again. Time freedom.
Time freedom. Owning your hours.
Owning your hours.
Living a life aligned with your priorities, not someone else's.
Not someone else's clock. Your own.
But that's the thing too. When I think about it, I don't recall ever. I mean, until I got older, ever actually listing. Okay, this is where I want to be at, and taking those steps. I know a lot of people do, as a marker, but me as a young man, I lived life day to day. Found myself doing that older until I actually had, till we had our child, and then the grandchild, and then really start reflecting on life and things like that. I'm like, man, I should have done a whole lot of things, a whole lot differently. But, lessons learned. We're fortunate enough to be able to be in that state now that we can actually do that and prepare for the future. Because one thing that I am realizing more than ever now is that we not necessarily living for us. Yeah, we do in a moment, but I often think about our lineage, our future, our heirs and different stuff like that, right? Because I'm the last male adult from my grandfather, and when I think about, my seed came, and I have a daughter, and my daughter had my grandson. All of us are tied together, but had I done some things to where I was wiped off this earth early, my lineage would have stopped right there. So I said all that to say, as far as setting ourselves up for the future, setting our family up better and things like that. That way, when we're long gone, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-greats and all that, they're still around and able to prosper. So,
Own your hours.
yeah. Own your hours.
Live a life aligned with your priorities.
Yeah, those priorities, the things that I didn't list at first.
Actually putting your priorities first and
Yes.
making action to do those things.
Yeah, really thinking about where you want to be at in life and heading in that direction.
Yeah. When I think about owning our hours, I'm so thankful. Flexibility in the workplace.
Yes.
I have learned that I do my best work when I control my hours.
Right.
Whether I want to get up at 4 a.m. and start my day and then cut off after that 8 hours or sometimes 10 hours, it feels better than getting up and saying, okay, I got to punch a clock at 7 a.m. And if I don't punch that clock, a supervisor is going to come to me and say, hey, did you know you was 5 minutes late? Did you know you was 10 minutes late? I learned that I don't work well being micromanaged, but you're going to get more from me if you just let me be. So own your hours. Own your hours. those that are listening to this podcast right now, I just want you to ask yourself, where in your life do you feel truly free? And where are you still bound? Where are you free and where are you truly bound? This is the kicker. You ready to share the kicker?
What?
Here's the part that people don't tell you. Freedom costs something. Freedom costs something. Wait, what can it cost you?
It can cost your comfort, approval, and it can cost certainty.
Yes. Freedom costs something.
It could cost friends, families, relationships.
It can.
Yeah. To live free, you have to let go of people, patterns, and places that keep you in chains. But listen, staying stuck costs you more.
Yeah.
Staying stuck costs you more. Because guess what? It costs you your peace, your purpose, and your potential.
It costs you to lose you and who you were meant to be, and it can even cost your goals and your dreams.
Yeah.
Say it.
It could cost. You can, like we always hear, don't be a stumbling block to somebody else. You not moving in your purpose and where the direction you're supposed to go in can cost other people as well. Because we don't realize a lot of people, they operate very selfishly, and we don't realize necessarily that our actions impact other people. So that's huge, man.
It is.
We got people looking at us, looking up to us, and again, we speak about not pedestalizing people and putting people up on platforms and different things like that higher. But at the same time, it can cost somebody their growth and their walk.
It can.
And we can also be our biggest stumbling blocks, our biggest obstacles. We let fear get in our way. We let thinking about what other people think about us get in our way, comparing ourselves get in our way. So many things keeps us from growing. Guilt that we do to ourselves. Yeah.
I'm going to say this out loud because I don't know if anyone ever told you this, but you are worthy of peace. You are worthy of freedom. And you are worthy of a life that fits you. So embrace freedom.
Embrace it.
Embrace freedom. Embrace freedom.
Embrace it.
Embrace it.
Speak it loud.
Speak it.
Release what's weighing you down.
Release it.
Create boundaries.
Create it.
Honor your time.
Honor it.
And do something bold that's going to just set you free.
Yes. Step outside of your comfort zone.
Do it.
Do something new.
Freedom isn't just one decision. It's daily practice.
Daily practice.
Sound like freedom is a choice.
Ha! Now you said it. You just wrapped up this whole podcast. Freedom is a choice. Decide what you're going to do with it. But I'm going to let you know this. As you are walking this journey called life, you are the key piece to your story. Until next time, talk soon. Bye.